EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Powering his way forward. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's to him. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll begin the drive on the ground with Starks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Young off the bootleg. It's complete. This is Starks. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Panthers at 5-10 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Here's 2nd and 7. Motion man is Schwartz. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw on second down is Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Young to throw on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. To throw, Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A run here for Starks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The play fake. Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready, play.
This is Starks, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
17.
2nd and goal at the Saints 6-yard line.
Ready.
Touchdown Panthers from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it would officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Miller going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Miller again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Touchdown, Saints!
Elijah Moore
from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
From the 21, and here's 2nd down and 5.
Off the play fake, Young. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Young to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Down the sideline he goes.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Ready?
Now Starks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Ready.
It'll be Young again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry now for Miller.
To about the 26 here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
21G.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tua, a final shot before half. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Young off the play fake. Completes this one to Starks. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Ready. Hut.
They go play action. Young taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, 40 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Kendre Miller.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. And now off to the races, down the right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Motion man is Schwartz.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Starks.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
Now Young on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
10. Ready?
Here's a handoff to start the drive. To Starks. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4.
It's Young off play action.
At the 38-yard line.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
10.
On play action, Young. Out in the flat for Starks. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here is Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're going to run. It's Starks. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On second down, Tua. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the foot.
Touchdown, Saints! A.T. Perry, 36 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. Now 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
20 TX.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendre Miller.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
42. Panthers 30.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Young to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Young.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Now Young. And he will find this man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here's 1st down. Here's Young.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Young's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
One last shot for Young.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest to kind of perform.